Hey everyone, AC here, and it's time to furnish our farmhouse. So in the last video, I created this 5-bedroom farmhouse, and now it's time to fill it out. And I started on the outside. I used a lot of the same kind of furniture around. I used a lot of those Seasons couches. I used them, I think, inside as well. Just to kind of hold it all together, make a cohesive look, and keep it all looking really nice. So in the yard, I kind of made 3 kind of areas. There's like the kids area over there. There's the garden area where I put an Apache and a bee house. And then there's the kind of family area, adult area with the fire pit and the picnic table so they can use the grill and have some nice outdoor meals. I didn't do much on the outside and on the back porch, just some chairs and tables, a couple flowers, things like that. I didn't want to get too crazy with it, but I really like how the outside came out. I think it looks really nice. Now moving on to the inside, I started out in the library, and I had a little bit of work to do in here as far as the fireplace was concerned. You'll see in a moment, because I was trying to insert it with the wall, but even with move objects, it just wasn't working. So I just ended up cutting out the little alcove of the fireplace to keep that exterior line in place, and just found a really nice fireplace in there. And this is the floor plan that I picked out. It's the library, and so I kind of made it a library skill building area. There's a computer, there's a chess table. I put a easel in there as well, so it's kind of a place you can hang out, read, or do some work, write a book or two, paint, get your logic skill up, and generally relax. I liked the darker tones. I think the dark blue looks really nice with those light wood floors, and I think that it creates a nice calming atmosphere. I have this problem every time. I keep making these teeny tiny rooms that I have to furnish, and furnishing them is so very difficult because you can't always see exactly where you're placing things. Sometimes you just have to get real close up in there and get it done. So I just kind of move around the house, putting everything together. Now over here is the guest suite, so it has its own full bath and its own little walk-in wardrobe there. And I didn't do a lot of decorating in this room because it is just a guest room. I wanted it to be fairly simple. It does have its own entrance though, so that makes it easier. Working on the pantry was quite a bit of a hassle. I couldn't find what I wanted. I tried the industrial pantry shelves at one point, and they were just too big and really too commercial. I wanted it to be more of an actual pantry, but the problem in this game is unless you're using CC shelves, there's really not a lot of options as far as creating like what you would think of as a traditional pantry. So I kind of went with more like a butler's pantry kind of idea, with the cabinet with all the dishes, and I put a popcorn machine and an ice cream maker in this little pantry to keep the counters in the kitchen clean, and to make it so where if you do need something, you can just go grab it and pull it out, and it doesn't have to clutter the space all the time. Now here's the mud room. I really like how this one came out using some of the laundry day items. I thought they worked out really well. Laying out the shoes and the umbrellas and coats, making it a true mud room. And I didn't end up matching the countertops together in the 3 places, the mudroom, the pantry, and the kitchen. They do all have a different look to them, which I think is fine because they're all separated. They are their own separate spaces. I feel like if everything was the same, it would just be too matchy throughout the build. I kind of want to give every room its own personality. I did have a bit of a fight with the kitchen. I really liked the brown counters that I used in the pantry to use in the kitchen, it would have blended it together, and I think it was a nice contrast with the walls. However, once I put the cabinets up, I felt like it looked very dated. I feel like it was very much like I guess a 90s kitchen with the marble countertop and the brown cabinet. So I ended up changing it out for this Parenthood set. However, this had its own challenges. Part of the problem that I find, and I know a lot of people have commented on this as well, there doesn't seem to be a lot of sets in The Sims as far as countertops go, at least as far as these Parenthood ones go. So I turned them, they're both from the Parenthood pack. They are both the white swatch. However, the whites don't match. And so while overall I think it looks fine, it's not a terrible idea, I really would have liked it if the swatches had matched. I did look for window coverings for those little windows for ages and just decided to drop it. Nothing quite looked good. That's another thing. I wish we had some more curtains for the smaller windows. I think that every curtain style they have really should be a whole set that can encompass every size of window that we have. That would be a really nice addition to have. I didn't quite know what to do as far as the dining room went. I did end up kind of giving the whole downstairs a little bit of a green tint. All the accent colors, I liked the lighter green with it. It kept it light and airy, but also gave it a hint of color. So I didn't do much in the dining room because it is a smaller space, but I did want to be able to fit a big family table in there without it being too big. Now what I did do on the interior, I did change out those boards on that wall with some other ones that I found, and I felt like it gives it a really like a shiplap look. I mentioned in the last video that I kind of took Fixer Upper as an inspiration, and they're all about the shiplap. I played around with this living room layout for quite a while, and I do have this video sped up to 10 times speed, so it doesn't seem like it took a while, but it took a while. This entire video took about 2.5 hours to record. I played around wanting separate spaces for the fireplace and the TV, but then it sectioned it off too much, and there was like this huge open space in the middle between the 3 living spaces, and I didn't really like the look that it created. So I did end up moving everything around, putting the TV in the corner and kind of combining the TV and fireplace area into the living room space, and then moving that really nice record player over to the side to kind of section that off from the entrance to the guest space and kind of making an area where you could dance a little bit. And then I went in and grabbed a Don't Wake the Llama game so that the kids also feel included in the living space as well. And this wall ends up being like a kids wall. I used a lot of Parenthood in this pack. I wanted to make a nice family home, and so that wall became the Parenthood wall with the kids' drawings and the scheduling and the curfew board and all of that. I played around with trying to find the nice pictures. I wanted it to be a very nicely decorated home, but not go completely overboard. I do find decorating sometimes difficult because I want to put things everywhere. I want to have every wall filled up, but then that leads to it being too filled up. So now on the second floor, I went ahead and put all the closets in first. I wanted to kind of get and then do the bathrooms first before I moved on to each bedroom, because I really wanted to give each bedroom its own personality. Of course, if you download this house off the gallery, which it is uploaded on my profile, still having that profile name issue. I'm trying to get it fixed. But if you download this house on the gallery, please don't feel horned in, I guess is the right word. Like, don't feel like you have to play what the house suggests. The house suggests a family with 4 children, mom, dad, guest quarters. You could do whatever you want with it. Blow out the interior walls. Do a complete renovation. I want to see what you do with the build. I'm always very excited to see how builds change. So in this bathroom for the parents, I kind of wanted it to feel like a nice calming oasis with the neutral colors, the nice big bath in front of the windows. The laundry room was very fun to actually do a dedicated laundry room. I know sometimes in builds, if they're smaller builds, you kind of just throw a washer and dryer into a corner or into a basement, but actually decorating a full laundry room I found very, very enjoyable, and I do believe I used the island living counters in that bathroom. And everything got moved around a little bit, but in the end I was very, very happy with it. Okay, here we go. Here's the first of the bedrooms. I did choose to do this bedroom as like a teenage son, who the parents gave their kids free reign to decorate their bedrooms however they wanted it. He chose black. He is a musician. He wants to make music, so he gets a guitar, he gets a music station, and that's the way he wanted his room to be. His parents gave him full reign. Paint the walls whatever color you want, do whatever you want in your room. And he chose posters and black. I tried to find like blackout curtains, but these windows, I feel these seasons windows, they're a little bit too narrow, and I guess with the regular wall height I was using, it just didn't quite work out trying to find a curtain. So I just left them open. Now this bedroom is for a child, a little girl who is obsessed with pink, whereas their older son went with black, she went with pink. Pink everything. So she's got her little art station, her toy chest, and the centerpiece of her room is a giant pink castle. It's a bit big for the room, but it's what she wanted, and what baby wants, baby gets. I decorated a little bit, trying to just find anything pink. I literally just put the filter on pink and went for it. In this last bedroom, I figured they could have a pair of twin toddler boys, so we went with a blue theme in this room. I kind of wanted to do the beds 2 different colors, but the other blue bed had the darker wood, and I wanted the beds to match, at least as far as the wood went, so I just had them matched all together. Now I'm just adding a few toddler things around the house, and then working in Mom and Dad's room. This is kind of like their little oasis. I hunted forever to find, if you've watched my previous builds, when I did the second apartment build for the parents in the baby's room, there was a rug that I used in the living room, and it had like a turquoise teal kind of, or it was more teal than turquoise, a teal swoopy pattern with it, and I think with the previous bed that I had, it would have been perfect. Could not find it to save my life, so I ended up going with a blue and brown theme because I found that blue rug, and I think it worked very well with the blue of that bed. And because this is the parents' room, they have their own little corner, their own little television, where they can just have a private moment away from their kids, relaxing in their own little oasis type of room. I put some plants in there, some calming paintings, trying to make it as comfortable as possible with their own room and their spacious bathroom. Now at this point, after I get their room done, I'm kind of just going around. Well, actually, first I do the hallway. I wasn't quite sure what to do in the hallway, so I kind of made it a pet zone with the cat tree, and I think I chose the hedgehog for the pet. Of course, that's all changeable if you don't want your Sims to have pets. I realized I hadn't done a build where there were pets included yet, so I wanted to add those in. Decorating the little boy's room. I love the little kid decals. I honestly think they're some of my favorite decorations in the game. In their room, I just did a little light blue and give her the kids light. Now, the one thing after I do this post box that I did find that I wanted to add that I have not played with before was the child statue. I just wanted to sneak it in somewhere. So here is obviously my dog and cat. I'm recording, so they're fighting in the background. So here are screenshots. I hope you guys enjoy this build. I want you to download it off the gallery and show me what you do with it. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, tweet me, let me know what you guys want to see next, what you've liked so far, what you think, what else you would like to see me do. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you all very soon.